Good morning. Today I'm going to be showing you how to teach, I'm going to tell you actually, how to teach, how I would teach actually, an analog clock elementary lesson to first graders. All right. To start creating this lesson plan, I laid out my objectives, cognitive objectives, personal social objectives, what equipment I need, an anticipatory set of questions, statement of objective and purpose, a teacher model, transitions, questions to check, a main activity, activity description, activity demonstration, and closure of the lesson. This is how I did this particular lesson. And I hope you could use this for your own lessons in the future. My objectives for this particular lesson was to teach first grade students how to tell time on analog clocks using minutes and hours. My cognitive objectives were that students would be able to write and recite time based on the hands of the analog clock using words and numbers. Personal social objectives here were that students will be able to quietly work on their work, quietly watch a movie, and quietly raise their hand if they have a question, and wait for a teacher to come to their desk before asking a question. They will also come to class with proper supplies. The equipment I will be using for this lesson will be telling time to the half-hour songs and rhymes video. The link is below here. A manipulatable analog clock, analog clock worksheets. The time for this lesson is about 30 to 50 minutes in length. My anticipatory set for this particular lesson is, do you know how to tell time on a clock like this? Showing the manipulatable clock. If the student answers yes, I'll move the hands to 3 o'clock and ask what time it is and why. If they don't know how to tell time like such, I'll tell them that a video I'm going to be showing will explain it better. Either way, it will be played for practice. Statement of objective and purpose. Students will be able to write time in words and numbers, as well as verbally tell time from an analog clock. The teacher model, which is 4 steps to do the activity being taught, along with a quick way to explain it to students. My teacher model is, the short hand is on the long hand is on the, so the time is, good, write it in words using numbers. So, my teacher model is basically introducing, how to tell time. This will basically be how I'm going to be asking students to model telling time using the manipulatable clock, and by demonstrating with the example shown in the video. Guided practice. Students will describe why the times shown in the music video are the times the video says they are. Transitions. These are basically everything that you say to the children to transition them from one thing to another, whatever it may be. So it basically encapsulates the full lesson. Transition 1. Please sit quietly and pay attention to the video I will play, because I will be stopping it periodically to ask you questions. 2. How can you tell it is, insert time shown on screen, the hour hand is on the, and the minute is on the? Good job! Now let's continue. I press play. I repeat this 2 or 3 times as deemed necessary throughout the video. Then ask the questions under Questions to Check. Could someone tell me how to tell time? Which hand is the hour hand? Which hand is the minute hand? Then, this will be asked after the video is turned off. Then I would say, now I'll show you some times on my clock, the manipulatable clock, I should say. And if you know what time it is, quietly raise your hand and I will call on you to answer. I will use the teacher model to show 5 different times as a mix of hours, half hours, and quarter hours. And afterwards, I'd say, all right, good job, everyone. Now I will hand out a worksheet so you could practice writing time. And I'd hand out the worksheets. Okay, I want everyone to look up at the board as we do a few examples together first. Then I do the first 3 problems with the students to make sure they know what they're doing. Now I'm going to let you quietly finish the worksheet by yourselves. If you have a question, quietly raise your hand and I will come to help you. Then if you finish before your classmates, please take out your AR book and quietly read until I call your attention back to correct your papers together. You have 10 minutes. Ready? Go! And I'm giving them 10 minutes because if I give them any more time, there will not be enough time to correct the papers together or review at the end with the amount of time we're giving the students. Okay, can I have everyone's attention, please? We're going to correct our papers. Be honest and mark your questions you got wrong with a check mark beside them. But don't change your answers. Ready? Here we go. I go over the answers to every question and ask for volunteers for answers if time allows. Number 11, review asking the closing questions. And the closing questions are down here in closure. Which hand tells the hour? Which hand tells the minute? Then, using the manipulatable clock, I'd make a time such as 5:30. So what time is this? They answer correctly, then you could pretty much tell they've learned the subject. Now count up the number of check marks you have and write minus that number in the top right corner of your paper. Then pass your papers to the front of the room and I will collect them. And after they pass them up, I'd tell the students to pack up their things and line up at the door before I walk them to the next classroom. All right. That is my lesson. And I hope you can use this information in your own classroom in the future. Have an excellent evening, or morning or afternoon, whatever time it is. Have a great day.